여러분 안녕하세요. Hello everyone. Welcome back to Korean Fluency Journey. 여러분, previously we were talking about conjunctions. Today we will continue talking about the conjunctions as well. Today with 그러나, 그런데, and 그래도. So these are also one of the commonly used conjunctions in Korean. One more time, I will explain what conjunctions are. Conjunctions are like words and, but, however, that connect two sentences, two simple sentences. Sometimes they connect words as well, but what we're talking here are the conjunctions that connect two sentences. Okay, so let's get started. So let's start from 그러나, 그러나. So it means but and however. So we use it usually in formal and written language, like when we write essays or when we in news articles, right? And it shows contrast between two sentences. So sentence between sentence A and sentence B. So example sentence here. 저는 열심히 공부했어요. 그러나 시험은 잘 못 봤어요. 저는 열심히 공부했어요. 그러나 시험은 잘 못 봤어요. That means I studied hard. However, but I didn't do well on the exam. So here, as you can figure out from the meaning of the sentence, the second sentence is the contrast to the first one. So we expect when we study hard, we expect to pass the exam, to do well on the exam, but this is the opposite. 그러나, that's why we use the conjunction 그러나. So you can also use in the casual speech, but it's mostly used in formal situation, formal setting, like articles, writing, essays, things like that. So yeah, 그러나. Next one is 그런데, 그런데. So the meaning is the same as 그러나, but it's a more casual way to say but and by the way. So it has two meanings. So the first meaning is but, and the second meaning is by the way. So we use it in commonly in conversations. It can also show contrast or when we introduce a new topic, but related topic in a conversation. So we use 그런데. So the first sentence, example sentence, 비가 왔어요. 비가 왔어요. It rained. 그런데 우산이 없었어요. 비가 왔어요. 그런데 우산이 없었어요. It rained, but I didn't have an umbrella. So that's the second sentence, also the contrast, the opposite, right? 비가 왔어요. 그런데 우산이 없었어요. I didn't have an umbrella. And the second one is 어제 친구를 만났어요. 그런데 그 친구는 이미 결혼했어요. 어제 친구를 만났어요. 그런데 그 친구는 이미 결혼했어요. I met a friend yesterday. By the way, he already got married. So you're talking about your friend, let's say, to a third person, to a third, let's say, you and your friend A, B, and the third party is C. So you're talking to the third party C about your friend that you met yesterday. 어제 친구를 만났어요. Right? And by the way, he already got married. So 그런데 그 친구는 이미 결혼했어요. Not it's like I met a friend, but my friend got already married. It's a little weird, right? To interpret that way. It will be more natural to say, by the way, by the way. So 어제 친구를 만났어요. 그런데 그 친구는 이미 결혼했어요. So yeah. So it has two meanings, but by the way. And the third conjunction is 그래도, 그래도. It is translated as nevertheless, even though, still, despite the fact that, something like that. So used when the second clause happens despite the first one. Even if, right? Even though, you can translate that way too. Let's look at the example sentence. 비가 왔어요. 비가 왔어요. 그래도 우리는 놀러 갔어요. 그래도 우리는 놀러 갔어요. So it rained. still, or despite the rain, we went out to have fun. Usually when it rains, we do not want to go outside, right? Because it's, let's say, cold and it's raining and we get soaked, right? Get wet. So that's why we don't want to go outside. But here, despite that, despite the fact that it rained, despite the rain, we went out to have fun. So 그래도, in that case, you can say 그래도. If you look at the meaning of 그래도, it's more like a persistence and resistance to something. For example, you're resisting here to rain, right? Usually people think like in the sports competitions as well, when it rains, most of the sports events are delayed, right? Or canceled. So, but despite the rain, despite the fact that it rained, despite the snow, or despite or any other things, so we could do something, or we did something like this. In these kinds of sentences, you can use 그래도, 그래도. And the summary of 그러나, 그런데, 그래도, so is in this table. So we had today 3 of them. 그러나, 그런데, and 그래도, right? So 그러나 and 그런데 are almost similar. The only difference is 그러나 is more formal, 그런데 is more casual, right? And 그래도 is translated as even though, or nevertheless, or even if, despite the fact. So in resistance or persistence to something. And 공부했어요. 그러나 시험을 망했어요. So that means I studied, but I blew up the exam. 비 왔어요. It rained. 그런데 우산 없었어요. But I didn't have an umbrella. And the third one, 비가 왔어요. 그래도 갔어요. It rained, but I still went there. Let's say I went to the concert, even if it rained, right? Yeah. And in order to check your understanding, you can try to translate these 6 sentences from English to Korean into Korean by using the conjunctions, the 3 conjunctions, 그래도, 그런데, 그러나, that we studied today. So yeah, if you have time, if you want to check your knowledge of or understanding of these 3 conjunctions, do this, and please write it in the comment box. I will read and check your sentences and give some feedback. So I hope you will find this video helpful and you will have no problems anymore with these conjunctions. These are very basic conjunctions, but are very commonly used in the conversation, in writings as well. So yeah, why not you try these 6 sentences and practice. 그런데, 그래서, 그러나. 그런데, 그래도, 그러나. Right? Okay, yeah, that's what I have prepared for today's video. If you have any questions, comments, or ideas, I would be glad to read them in the comments box, or you can reach me through my email or Instagram page. Yeah, thank you so much for following, for your feedback, for your comments, and wish you all the best and good luck with studying Korean. 감사합니다.